Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Army Black Knights, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The Cadets offense trots out there to open this game. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. And I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The shotgun running play call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Black Knights pick up enough to get a first down there. Gonna run it. It's Brown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. Ball is free in the backfield. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. And the Black Knights line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Fighting for the end zone. Now the ball comes loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Receiver makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Toss play to the outside. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
They stop him, but it's a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They're going to run it here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Looks like Arizona will have the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll run it from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback, and it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. 2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the catch downfield. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. And the Black Knights line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. The quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Here's the 2nd down play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Great timing here with the quarterback and the wide receiver. The receiver does a nice job of keeping his route vertical, and the quarterback's taught to put the ball away from the defender towards the boundary. Good adjustment by the receiver and a big play by the offense.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers.
Let's go.
Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense is threatening here. And the Black Knights will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think of it. Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
He'll test the right side here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Here we go on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. 1st down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Black Knights will line up to kick it away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Trying to gain some breathing room, but he stopped right in his tracks at the 3.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
It's a run to the left. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And this time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he fires the football to the right side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Wildcats. They will claim the 2nd half lead.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Just a great play by the running back here. Finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Off the play fake. Looking to throw on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Well, Kirk, Arizona has the lead here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top.
Oh, that one's picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Chris is just trying to find the hole in his zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? A quick spin move. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch.
The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
They'll try the option play here. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Brings up third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion makes it second and medium. Handoff to the single back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. The Black Knights will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so the Arizona offense heading back out of the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff to the back to keep the clock moving. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Short throw to the sideline, forced out after just a short gain.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Short connection to the tight end here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Arizona. And now to try here for the extra point. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to throw it on first down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Black Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Urgency here. Got to cut it this lead. It's third down and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Army.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to, can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot?
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14.
That makes the score Arizona 17, Army 14.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. And the offense will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.